bistro. She was so unbelievably funny. Give it up for Sarah.
What's up, guys? It's me, Garth from Wayne's World. If you went through an Avril Lavigne phase. No, I'm so jazzed to be here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's so nice to be around adults. I work with kids during the day, which is just a really nice way of saying I get bullied a lot. I didn't get better either with like the online classes. Got worse, got much worse. Don't know if you've ever been on a Zoom call and a grade 4 unmutes themselves to say you're using this wrong. And then you just watch the chat fill up with GIFs. I don't know what Among Us is, but I've cried to it. I love kids, I do. But right before COVID, I made the mistake of teaching this like super honest group of kindergartners. Yeah, these kids weren't regular style honest, right? These kids were like real housewives. Like they just told me a fact that was wrong about myself, and then hit me with a look like this. I got lots of tattoos, and kids like to ask me about them, specifically this little peach right here. I had a young girl ask me if I drew this on myself every morning. Which I was like, you think I can draw straight? I had to explain it to her eventually. I was like, no, sweetie, it's a tattoo. It's permanent. It's in my skin forever. To which she responded, oh, well, that's unfortunate. I was like, oh, great. Didn't know my dad was attending this preschool. No, it's an interesting time of year, too. It's holiday season. Is everyone getting all jazzed for the holidays and whatnot? Woo! I'm not. I don't like this time of year holidays. I don't. My favorite holiday falls in the fall time. You guys might have already guessed it. Halloween, right? Yeah, it'd be weird if I came up here and said a different fall holiday, right? It'd be weird if I was like, guys, my favorite holiday falls in the fall. Remembrance Day. Get those poppies a poppin'. We're having a party. I love Halloween, though, I do. Because on Halloween, you get to be something you're normally not, right? So I get to be emotionally stable and worthy of my parents' pride. That's sick. But it's funny, though, because like when my dad comes into my room on Halloween and is like, hey, Sarah, when are you going to get a real job? I can be like, I'm not Sarah. I'm a ghost. Then proceed to fall down the stairs because it's 2 in the afternoon. I'm drunk and wearing a sheet over my head with no eye holes. I mentioned my dad a few times. I do have a dad. He's not made up. But I love my dad, though. He's too much of a dad, though. Like, born and raised to be a dad. Like, he came out of the womb with a mullet and a need for fun. To give you guys a better idea of the kind of dad my dad is, my dad's favorite dance move, I don't think it's a dance move. Like, it's just him jerseying himself. And then rubbing his belly. Like a hoot at weddings, bad time at funerals. No, I love him though. He had so much time on his hands during COVID that he actually called me the other day and he was like, Sarah, guess what? I was like, oh no. What? He's like, I wrote you a joke. I was like, oh no, right? He's like, do you think you could try it out for me? Yeah. So I'm going to try it out for you guys. So here is a joke that my father wrote for me. Okay. But he said I have to come on here and I have to be like in character. He's like, you have to go on stage and look really, really sad. So I'm going to like re-enter as that character, but just from the side here, okay? So like I'm re-entering. Yeah, you guys, I've been having a real tough day. I'm having a real tough day today. I'm having a real tough day because I just got fired from my kindergarten job because I kept filling the EpiPens with peanut butter. Like, it just raises more questions. questions than those. God bless him, he tried so hard. Not God love him. I smoke a lot of weed. Probably shouldn't have said that after I was like, I work with kids. No, I smoke a lot of weed though, like way too much weed, like a dumb amount of weed, like way too much weed, like a silly amount of weed, like way too much weed, like a dumb amount of weed. Like, I smoke so much weed, I'll regularly answer yes or no questions with, thanks, you too, man. I smoked so much weed the other day, I cried because I saw a dog with a sweater on the sidewalk. I was like, that must be nice for him. I find that, like, I don't know, it's like fine for most of the time when people find out I'm a stoner, but like where it really starts to affect me is like in my dating life, right? Because I find people will get very excited about the fact that I smoke weed, but then they get very intimidated by the amount of weed I actually smoke. Like one of my favorite lines I get when I'm out with someone is just them being like, oh, you like to smoke weed, hmm? Well, my roommate gave me a joint. It's back at my place. We should go back there, go into my bathroom, up at the window, put the fan on, light it up, get a little crazy. Right, because then I just have to be like, I have 4 joints on me right now, let's find an alley. Is it cool about it? I feel like everyone I know, like, during this pandemic got, like, really into all these, like, really cool things that just, like, have bettered them, right? Like, people have been getting into, like, baking, or, like, archery, or, like, beadwork, right? And I was like, well, what's something that I invested a lot of time into over the pandemic that I could be proud of? What's something that I put all my hours into? Guys, the only thing I put all of my time and effort into during this, like, pandemic was the game Guitar Hero. You guys remember Guitar Hero? The video game that did not teach you how to play guitar. All the hits of the grocery store, right? You guys ever get kicked out of a no-frills because you're just button mashing in the aisles? No, we're stable here, right? No, but I was literally trying to think, I'm like, well, what could I do with this newfound skill, right? What could I do with this newfound, like, passion of mine? And, like, the only thing I could think of me using this for is, like, if I was to ever try to woo somebody, right? Just bring them back to my apartment and be like, welcome to my place. Oh my God, what's this? A PlayStation 2? Already plugged into the TV? Guitar Hero 2 in the disc player? Carry On My Wayward Son on Expert? Well, we can't leave this unfinished. Just shred in front of them, then we get married. I think my biggest problem right now in my dating life is that I don't have like a sexy voice, right? I don't have like a sexy, sultry, soothing voice that you hear on like Java Life commercials when you pick up the phone late at night and your dad's on the other end. Don't got one of those. And I was recently seeing someone who was like really into dirty talk, which is great for them, but terrible for me, whose natural cadence is that of a drunk baby or a sarcastic bitch. Right? Because we'd be going at it and he'd be like, oh, you like that? And I'd be like, yeah. So I've been listening a lot to the Kanye West song Blame Game. And at the end of the song, he has a girl come in and say, Yeezy taught me in a sexy voice, right? So I was like, I know what I will do. I will mimic that voice, then I will have that voice, and I'll be the sexiest gal at the parade. Except when I tried to mimic the voice, it came out like... Yeezy taught me. It's like every member of the Jersey Shore formed a super being. Like, I don't know, I don't think anybody in the boudoir just wants like a very hyperactive Jersey Shore Kool-Aid man being like, oh yeah! Oh yeah!